My name is Arjun Venkatraman. I'm the managing trustee of a group called the Mojo Lab Foundation. I'm going to be talking a little bit about one of our oldest projects. It's one of our genesis projects, so to speak, CGNet Swara and the Swara network and the Swara platform. Just to get a sense, how many people in here are familiar with Swara already? Show of hands. Okay, reasonable amount. So for those who aren't, CGNet Swara started off as a mailing list in 2004. And in 2010, we realized that mailing lists don't really reach grassroots, particularly in central India where the platform is targeted. And so to include people from the grassroots, we added on an IVR component. Now, IVR is a very old technology. It's over 20 years old. Everybody here pretty much knows IVR. It's quite popular these days as well. It's a simple IVR-based bulletin board. People call in and they get a choice. They can press 1 to record or they can press 2 to listen. And if they press 1 to record, they get to record a message up to 3 minutes in length. If they choose to listen, they get to listen to the top 4 or 5 posts left by the community that have been moderated by the community itself. So that's the model in a nutshell. All this content goes out onto the internet, goes out onto mailing lists, goes out to back to the IVR as well, so people can call in and listen. And those bits of the content that are actionable, people actually start taking action on it themselves. So if supposing somebody says, I haven't had a hand pump in my village for 15 years, somebody has the option of calling a collector and saying, why is this guy calling and saying that he doesn't have a hand pump in his village for 15 years, why can't you do something about it? And usually that results in a quick turnaround time and some impact happens. So we'll take a look at the numbers. The first 3 slides here are stuff that I use to scare people at such conferences. I'm going to skip through those really quickly. So that's us in a nutshell. That number, by the way, has changed. So this presentation is a little bit out of date. PDFs are not very editable. That's a new number now. It's a mobile-based number. So interesting point on the call numbers. So if you see here, we now get about 14,000 calls a month. Interestingly, only about 10% of these are recordings. Everybody else is just calling in to listen to what other people are saying. So 90% of the traffic is listeners, but 10%, roughly 10% is people who are calling in to actually record things, and another further 10% of that is what we actually end up releasing. So that's the number of posts we do, and all that moderation used to happen with one person as the moderator until very recently, until December last year. If you see the number of reports went up drastically in December last year, that's because we added on and we opened up the moderation process to the community by linking it to email. So now all the recordings we get pushed onto a Gmail address, which then puts it onto a mailing list. So Mailman acts as our bus, and the Gmail conversation view gives us a very nice distributed content management system. And that's what we've been using to get the communities to start contributing back into the content stream and start saying what they think about the recordings that are coming in. So now you actually have people calling in and saying, well, this is the piece of content, but I don't think it should be released. Somebody else will say, well, I do think it should be released because it's relevant for this reason. So after that entire chain of conversation gets done, you actually see the logic that the community followed to get that message out there. And that makes it that much more effective, which means more people are encouraged to report, hence the call rates go up. So that's the number of reports, and this is the impact story. So translating audio into impact, this is what the conversion rate looks like. When you get 14,000 calls a month, you might end up with a consistent 4 to 5 impact stories a month if you're getting over 10 to 12,000 calls a month. That's how much filtering needs to happen. That's a picture of our daily call volume. It's been consistently going up. That peak over there is when somebody put our number out in the newspaper, and we just got 900 calls that day. So right over here. Interestingly, we don't do any kind of publicity at all. For those people who came by our stall, you might have noticed we don't do posters, we don't do visiting cards, no kind of publicity whatsoever. We've taken the view that the only time a service is successful is if it's being marketed by word of mouth. And all of this has been done purely by word of mouth. We've trained a total of 600 people so far, and they've gone out and in the field made that 24,000. So 90% of our traffic comes from people we've never even met. Map of India, everybody's seen that. That's the state borders. That's the Indian Railways network. If you notice up, it's not very bright, is it? Could you turn the lights down a little bit? The lights. No? Okay, that's fine. So if you look up here, the railway network is pretty thick in the north and in the east and in the south and west. But central part of India doesn't have a very good coverage. It's not very well connected. This is a good metric that we use to tell what parts of the country are actually linked. This is where we did our trainings. It's kind of obvious they would be on railheads. This is where our participants came from for those initial few trainings. The orange dots. I don't know if that's clear at all to people at the back. And this is where we've had our impact. So if you see, most of our impact is in areas where the rail network connectivity is not good. Consequently, what it tells us is that the other kind of connectivity there is also not particularly good, but we've been able to make significant impact over there. That's our report card for last year. 600 people trained, over 24,000 unique users, 3,000 contributors, 1,000 published contributors, 2 lakh calls received, 10,000 posts recorded, 2,700 published stories. And what's interesting is consistently across the reports, the recordings, and the calls, the number of people calling from Swara training workshops is only 10%, which means we've got essentially 90% coming from word of mouth and field outreach. And that's why we say there's plenty of room at the bottom. Everybody likes to be heard, and everybody has a story which they like to get out there. But it takes a lot of patience to actually filter through 90% of the content, 99% of the content, and get that 1% out. That's it. I guess that's us.
Thanks. Thanks, Arjun.
Time for questions?
Any questions here? Yeah.
Given the geography you're working in, any attempt to muzzle CGNet Swara?
Lots. Tons. We get them all the time. I won't go into details of what kind of efforts. It's probably a better offline conversation, but we've had all sorts of pressure on us from administrative bodies to local people who don't like us to anything in the uncle. But usually, if the community is on your side, it usually works out in your favor. So that's been our saving factor.
All right. Thanks a lot, Arjun.